Do you have a gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT STEP to 53342. This message is sponsored by DGS, the Degenerative Gambling Society, aka Cap Nation Live. Good morning, everybody. Welcome, Cap Nation Live, your Friday game day edition. Who's ready to rock and roll on this beautiful and blessed Friday? It's Friday. Finally here. Oh yeah, just getting the live chat up and running. I don't even see it yet, but we're going to. I'm wearing the wrong hat. Where's my CD hat today? Left it out there. Might have to go get it. Yankees, good morning on TikTok. Let's get this YouTube live chat up and running. Greg Engel here first thing in the morning. Good morning, Greg. Chef Bear, Jesus, Les says happy Friday to all Cap Nation. Jesus says, what's up, my people? Average card collector says, let's go. Time to get to work. Jesus says, get that soccer game of the week and hit the thumbs up button. Yes, do both. Anthony, good morning. Aaron Gore says, Kyle was at it again. Pure fire. We were at it yesterday. That is for sure. We were on a heater. We still are. How about them ASU Sun Devils? Wasn't many people in the country on ASU yesterday, but we were. Cap Nation was. Jesus said Zoom calls on Friday should be against the law, right? Jalen, good morning. Fender Bender says, what's good, guys? Alan, good morning. Kyle's new name is Easy Money, Alan says. Popping collars over here. What the heck happened there? Jay wanted to wrestle and had to put him in a headlock. Get his ugly ass on the live show today. That would be a first. Stuttering Jay if we brought him on. Joe Dirt in the house. Tony Smith says, sup, nation. Jalen says, thanks for another winning day. Kyle, steak and egg breakfast was on you today? Nah, steak and egg breakfast was on the books. I just lead you to it. I just led you down the rabbit hole, Jalen, and all you had to do was poke your head down it, and you came back up for air, and you're getting steak and eggs. Jalen says, I was shitting bricks on the under for ASU, right? Under was a close one. The entire world, with the exception of Cap Nation, was definitely on Texas State. Nick says, hey, Kyle, I bet that Northwestern stayed over, and the books put it as a push. So that was not a push. Total was 62.5 South Alabama. Broke the total all by themselves. It was like 87. They put up 87 themselves. No book should have put that as a push. So if your local bookie put it as a push, you might want to call them and put the beat down on them. 87-10 final. Mauricio, good morning. Everybody tuning in on TikTok, welcome. Glad to have you all here. Cappers Nation Live, your all things sports betting show. The barbershop of sports betting. You guys know the deal on YouTube. You better start smashing that thumbs up button. Get us to 40 likes. We'll give away some packages on our website at the request of everybody. Some of y'all wanted merch, so we got you covered today for some giveaways. We got you covered. Now you got a broken mug. Just kidding. I've got plenty more if that one did break. I didn't think it did, though. If you're on TikTok, do us a favor. Tap that screen. Tap that screen. Run up them likes on YouTube. You better be running up them thumbs ups. William Chi in the house. Good morning, William. See a bunch of you are already jumping on board. Josh, I see you got on board premium plays for today. Les, glad to have you back for another day of my personal plays. Aaron Gore as well. Rafael Cardenas, I see you jumped on board the soccer game of the week. Glad to have you on board. Anthony Grant, I see you jumped on board my personal place. Brian Carter as well. It is going to be another winning day. We've been on an absolute tear. Steve Chung, glad to have you back on board for the soccer game of the week today. Jalen, glad to have you back on board for another monster day on my personal place. We may not have a lot of football today. There's football plays. But, man, I love today's card. Excuse me. And if you guys see me wincing in pain, man, that hernia popped out yesterday. It eventually went back in. Like, literally, I was giving myself 20 minutes. I was like, all right, I can't take this anymore. If it doesn't go back in, I got to go to the emergency room. And I'm not looking to have to do another live show doped up on morphine after surgery. You know what I mean? We just talked about it yesterday, and then, boom, the hernia wants to poke its head out. And, but nonetheless, if you see me cough or grimace in pain, it doesn't like being stood up tall right now. So standing straight up tall, I might have to grab a stool and sit or something because it ain't very fun. But nonetheless, everybody that is on board, glad to have you guys all on board. Raymond Denson, thanks for jumping on board. I see you got my personal plays as well as the soccer game of the week. Renault, I see you're on board for premium plays for today. Glad to have you on board if you're in here, as well as my personal plays. Double dipping. There ain't nothing wrong with double or triple dipping here. Thomas, Manuel Castro as well. Thanks for jumping on board premium plays and my personal plays. Richard Pacheco, I see you got my personal plays. Joe Cuzup, glad to have you on board. And Alex, if you're in here. Oh, Alex, glad to have you back on board for yet another winning day, as well as everybody that is already on board. Nick, you were owed a mug? I don't remember any giveaways. If there was a giveaway, it had to be like 4 or 5 years ago, because I don't think we did a giveaway for a mug years ago. Jesus wants pens, coffee mugs, shirts, socks, hats, stickers, and fake tattoos. Fake tattoos, right? And I bet with the GOAT fake tattoo on the back of your calf. On the back of your calf. It's a little warm in here. Ooh, that feels good. All right. Mauricio, my first game, not until later. I think the first game on the board is 6:40. The first baseball game is 6:40 p.m. Eastern Time, 3:40 Pacific. So I've got some baseball. Jesus, right on your forehead. Boom. I got a big enough forehead only because the hair is thinning out. But we do get some no early baseball today. You know, we get a handful of 6:40 Eastern Time games, which I've got to play there, and then I've got to play in college football, and then I've got a baseball game later as well. So it's going to be another good winning day. Give me about 10 seconds, guys. Be right back. I got to grab my another water because this one's empty. Be right back. Oh, man. Needed some more water already. We've been in the office a long time already. Jesus says MLB should have early baseball every day. I agree. Alex says Keezy Game of the Week winner. Arizona State was a nice winner for everybody. Les says the poll spinning, we're winning. Remember, folks, if that poll ain't spinning, we ain't winning. Man, it's going to be a good day. Did you guys see the email Jay sent out on what they're doing for UFC as well as Bellator this weekend? So tomorrow on Saturday, we get UFC and Bellator. Bellator's in London, I believe. And I don't know the start time. They didn't tell me. I'm assuming because it's in London, it's probably early. I haven't seen yet. But either way, UFC, the fight card, and Bellator, they're $5 each. They put them on sale. They're normally $30. They put them on sale. They want everybody. They want everybody on the UFC. So they said, you know what? One way to do it is just give it away. $5 is practically giving it away. You get the full fight card with those juicy write-ups. $5 for Bellator, $5 for the UFC. And then, of course, you can get the max fight picks if you want them. Jesus, is that Eastern time or Pacific time? And if you guys are tuning in and you guys don't know where to get the UFC, just go to the website, cappersdirect.com, click on that UFC tab, scroll down, and you'll have an option to click and get Bellator or UFC. Greg Engel, thanks for jumping on board Premium Plays for today, sir. I know you're already on board my personal plays, which, by the way, let me hit that send button. Jalen, glad to have you on board for Premium Plays as well. Patrick Hastings, I know you're brand new to the site, so glad to have you on board. Glad to have you on board for Premium Plays today. Welcome to Cap Nation. I promise nobody, when you guys sign up, I promise nobody will call you and harass you, tell you what, what you didn't buy was, or what you bought was crap and you need to buy something else. Nah, none of that bullshit here. Tony, so it's one day, it's one play. I know it says on the website 2 days, but when it says that, it's giving you access to that page for 2 days, because if you buy it today and we don't post it into the morning, or let's just say we post it today and you buy it today, when you wake up tomorrow, you wouldn't have access on it. So it's giving you 2 days access to that, but guaranteed Saturday is just one play. Just like my game of the week, it says the same thing, or the Sunday play. It's going to give you 2 days access to the page that it's on, but it's just one play. And even with the sale prices, you still get the guarantee. You still get the big guarantee. Guaranteed to win. We'll give you the next one free, plain and simple. Jesus says the write-ups are money, or fire. Fire equals money around this parts of towns. All right. Let's get things situated here, because we've got money to be made. I don't know about you guys. If you guys are tuning in on TikTok, make sure you guys hit that heart button. Tap the screen. Norman says, nice wins on the personal plays yesterday. I appreciate you. My pleasure, man. Glad we're winning. Hope we continue to win, which I know we will. Long term, we definitely do it. We've been on a real heater lately. Heaters are good. I know y'all like heaters, and I'm glad we're on one right now. No better time to be on a heater than when you got big games rolling. And we've got some big games rolling, that's for sure. Today you got the big soccer game of the week. Tomorrow you'll get guaranteed Saturday. Tomorrow you'll get guaranteed Saturday, get the UFC Max Fight Pick. UFC Max Fight Pick Parlay. Saturday going to be good. Thank you, Michelle, for the heart me on TikTok. TikTok. All right. Let's do a little reset on this right here. That way we can get the odds. Jesus says, I remember when the Cardinals won like 13 in a row and rode that wave. Man, we've had a lot of waves around here. And let's keep it rolling. Raymond says the Canelo fight as well. Vegas is going to be packed. You got the UFC at the Sphere, which, by the way, MGM and the whole Canelo fight definitely screwing with UFC. Les says, what time is Cap Nation going live tomorrow? Great question, man. Probably best question of the morning. We'll be live tomorrow, 10:30 in the morning Eastern time, 7:30 on the West Coast. 10:30 Eastern, 7:30 West Coast. We will be live for Cap Nation Live, and we're going to run it back again on Sunday, same time, same place. So do it all again Saturday and Sunday. Monday live show, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So we're going to have a lot of fun this weekend. A lot of fun, a lot of giveaways, and a lot of money to be made. Greg says, got to hit them while we're on a roll. Absolutely, man. When you're on a heater, you just keep spanking the book. That's what you do. When you're on a heater, you just keep spanking the book. And that's what we plan to do. College football today. Who's excited about college football today? The games today we're going to make money on them, but I'm not thrilled with them. I can't see me on Friday evening sitting around and just watching the Running Rebels play Kansas. Even Arizona versus Kansas State just doesn't excite me. Brian says, great game of the week yesterday. Thank you, sir. Thank you. ASU coming in clutch for us. Jesus says, tomorrow is nuts. You get Bellator, UFC, the UFC Max fight, pick parlay, guaranteed Saturday, premium plays, my personal plays. Man, tomorrow is going to be off the hook. Plus whatever we scrub up here in the live chat. I've got plays for today where we're going to make some money, but man, these games, I don't have to sit and watch games. It's definitely fun and exciting sometimes. Watching ASU. That game was a great game yesterday. I watched some of the ASU game, and then I flipped to the football game. We were riding the Bills yesterday. We rode the Bills yesterday. So, a little dog day for us in football. Had the over in the South Alabama game. Boy, was that easy money. 62 first half points. Tony says, I need Saturday and Sunday. Man, it's going to be a great weekend. Going to be a great weekend. How long will Tua be out? Hopefully the dude... I like him as a player, but hopefully he retires and saves himself. Ha ha, Ronald, right there. Sly Fox. Let's get it, brother. Our new slogan we're sharing with Khalid. Another one. Love it. Jesus says at some point he needs to put his health first. I agree. Wholeheartedly agree. He should definitely start taking his health serious. Because, 3 NFL concussions? If you're new and you're just following us, welcome. Cap Nation Live, your all things sports betting show. If you're on TikTok, you guys get a whole different feed than if you were on YouTube. On YouTube, they get graphics on the screen. They get my bet tickets on the screen. They get sound effects like this one that you won't be able to hear. They've got a badass interactive live chat. They get access to giveaways when we run our promo here in just in a little bit. When they run us up to 40 likes, we will be giving away packages that they're going to have opportunities for. But if you're new to the channel, you better hit that follow button or subscribe button on YouTube. That way you don't miss any content that we put out. There is a nice daily free play out today in the Arizona-Kansas State game. That'll be a fun one. Ooh, some comments on TikTok in the live were filtered to protect the community's experience. Who was a bad one? Dad Life. Good morning. Or good afternoon, depending on where you're at. Jalen says it's like 4 concussions in 2 years. 3 of them were in 1 season, right? And Aaron says, don't forget the ones at Bama, too. Jesus says, Kyle dropped $20K on his guaranteed play yesterday and showed us it. No one out there does that. I don't trust anybody else. That is a fact. Great comment. You guys saw me grinning ear to ear. Man, when I came back and filmed that daily free play video last night, man, I was smiling. I was smiling from ear to ear. It was a good night. It was a good night. John Reeves, glad to have you on board. I see you jumped on board. Guaranteed Saturday for tomorrow. That'll be out later today. By the way, the Guaranteed Saturday play will be out later today. You guys are going to like that one. You guys are going to like that one. Southern Dad Life on TikTok says Southern Miss plus 12 against what? They're playing South Florida, I believe. At Southern Miss. Might be a tough one. Might be a tough matchup for them. I mean, I know they're both sitting 1-1, but I mean, South Florida's loss was to Alabama. And that 42-16 score against Alabama doesn't really show what happened all but like the last part of the fourth quarter when they put up 28 points, I believe it was. That was a close game. You could have had Alabama on upset alert until the last 8 minutes of the game. John Atkins, thanks for jumping on board my personal plays. John, glad to have you on board. Jesus says the world can't filter. You can't filter me. F that. Ronald says, brother, FanDuel voided my over in the South Alabama game for some crazy reason. You're not the first one that I've heard that from. Trying to see why. I've seen tickets paid out, and I've seen tickets. I've heard of tickets being voided. Did Northwestern State quit without it going the full time? They gave up, is what I'm reading. They threw in the towel, so it wasn't a full game. Wow. Yeah, Brandon, they played 6 minutes of the fourth quarter. I'm actually going to... I'm tweeting them right now. Not that it's going to do anything. Yeah, the over was 62 points in the first half. Average card collector said they paid mine. Mine was paid. Mine was paid early. Yeah, the over should be paid 100%. If your bet was canceled, you need to contact your book, because that's bullshit. If a local guy gives you a hard time, I'd probably go. I don't want to say what I would do, but I'd be very upset. I would definitely call customer service, and then if you didn't get paid, threaten to take your money out. Threaten to take your money out. Aaron, yours got paid out early as well. Mine got paid early, and I just checked it. It did not get reversed. Alabama 6464. Thanks for the follow on TikTok. How about a mercy rule? How fucking sad is that? Les says my book didn't pay me either. I know you got a local guy. I would definitely contact them. Parlay, people are having in the chat. Mine didn't get canceled. It seems like 50-50. Some books are not paying the over in the South Alabama game because they only played 6 minutes into the fourth quarter because Northwestern State called it quits. They threw in the fucking towel after getting beat down 87-10. Fucking mercy rule. Ronald, call them. Or get online, contact customer service. And I'd let them know that you're going to take your money to DraftKings or one of the other local books that you can. Not that they're going to care about that, but it might make them do the right choice. Nick, you have a local guy? I'd be like, hey, that game went over the fucking total. Don't be a chicken shit. Literally, any local book that doesn't fucking pay you is a chicken shit. Literally. God, that pisses me off if they do that. Well, I don't think anybody's going to be running up a mercy rule in any of today's football games. Both teams should be able to score in both games. I think there are going to be some competitive games today. We get UNLV and Kansas. Kansas still laying that, what? Let me log in and get the live odds updated. Kansas still laying that 9.5 with a total over and under 57.5. And then we get the Wildcats, all Arizona against the Cats at Kansas State. Nothing like a kitty cat and kitty cat, right? Going at it. Total sitting at 60.5 right now. Moving on up. I bet this total will be 61 before we get off the live show. I bet it'll be 62 before kickoff. That line is down, though. Kansas State is only laying 6.5 right now. Arizona plus 6.5, minus 102. They're just trying to get a little more action on Arizona. Obviously, if you look at the juice, you can see that with Kansas State laying a $1.20 juice at plus 6.5. Kansas State still a minus 245 money line favorite. And Hernia's not feeling too good today. Nick says if he doesn't pay, I'll deduct it when I have to. I would. Yeah, I'd be pissed. Who dat Bob says, good morning, Kyle and Cap Nation. Middleman Mike paid. You gotta be kidding. Middleman Mike is the book. I love it. Middleman Mike is the book. I love it. Tell Middleman Mike we're taking him to the... We're coming after him. I love it. Jalen says, I once had a local book void my parlay. That one, I'll never forget that day, right? I gotta tell you, man, the books try and take advantage of us. The books take advantage of us anyways, and then you finally get a good one on them, and then they still trying to find a way to take advantage of you. Alrighty. We're going to jump into these games. Greg, some people, it seems 50-50, or actually not 50-50, it seems less than that, but some people are having a hard time that they voided their bets on the over in the South Florida game. Yeah, Ronald, we busted them. Busted them good. And they just try and take advantage of you anywhere they can. Parlay says, how do you feel about the Cubs? Yeah, I like the Cubs today. Sophia Smith, glad to have you back on board, Sophia, for my personal plays for today. Be back with another winning day today. Love what we're putting out. All right, my plays, if you're on the texting part, if you're on one of the bigger packages, they are almost done sending. They are almost done sending. It's got, I think, 12 more to go. It's been taking a little slower today. Greg, I got your text. You're welcome, man. You are welcome. Playboy TR. This is Sophia Smith. Awesome. Glad to see you in the chat. Appreciate you joining on board for yet again another winning day. Aaron says that's when I went offshore. Years ago, I had a good local book, but after he died, never trusted his son, and that's when I went offshore. You know, I gotta say, offshore has always been good to us. I mean, there was some big payouts. Remember those 50 grand payouts that I was getting with Bet Online? Man, there was times where I just never knew if they were going to pay me. There were some big ones with 5 dimes. 5 dimes was always the sketchiest, man. You never knew if you were going to get paid by them. You know, and I mean, they did. They never screwed us. But it was like, man, are they really going to send me $30K? You know, and then I had $3 $50,000. $50,000 Bitcoin was the most Bet Online would send at a time back in the day. And it was like, man, I was trying to pull out $150K from Bet Online. And it was like, are they really going to do $50,000 a day for 3 days in Bitcoin? Like, are they really going to cash me out? And they did. They always did. You know, they always came through. 5 dimes was great. They took a little bit longer to do their payouts, which was always the scary part. You know, you're always waiting for that validation email, right? Like the validation email to make sure it's you, and you know, to confirm yes and put it in your name. And I had Bet Online screwed up one time. I did a $10,000 withdrawal, and then whatever their processing fee was, $20. I didn't have I had like 10K exactly. So it canceled it. It went back in and redid it for 98 or 99.80 or whatever it was. Them fuckers fucked up and sent me 2. One for the original 10 and one for the 99.80. And I was like, you got to be fucking kidding me. So I let Dave know. I was like, I'm an honest guy, right? I like betting with them, and I want them to pay me when I cash out. So I was like, hey, Dave, you guys sent me an extra 10K, and I'm an honest individual. $10,000 is a lot of fucking money. But I literally let them know, you guys just sent me an extra 10K. It was supposed to be for $99.80. The first one got canceled, but you guys paid. And he's like, all right, let me see what they want to do and how to send it back. And he got back to me the next day, and he goes, listen, he goes, you guys have sent us so many players, just keep it. And I was like, huh? What? Huh? Bet Online was great. Bet Online was great. So, I mean, you guys saw week 1 of football. I logged in. They gave me a $500 free wager. I still bet with them from time to time. And they've always treated us great, man. Vaughn, thank you for the follow on TikTok. Thank you for the follow on TikTok. I bet with the GOAT, do you guys accept Bitcoin or Casper for premium plays or just US dollar? For a bigger package, I can do Bitcoin. I don't know what Caspa is. It must be another payment source. Or is that Cash App? We can do Bitcoin, but it's for a bigger package, not for the daily $10 package. After they pay processing fees, it'd be like $6. Heck yeah, Ronald. Be a good day today again. Be another great day today. But yeah, I bet with the GOAT, anytime if you're buying a bigger package, you're buying a year package or like that, one of the football packages that are all the like premium play packages through the Super Bowl, you can pay those by Zelle or Cash App, Bitcoin. All right, let's take a gander into some college football, then we'll move on to some baseball. See if we can't get into trouble. It's good trouble, that is. Log in here. And it's nice to have the FanDuel on the desktop, but man, is it a pain in the ass. Every 4 minutes, it's logging me out. If I log in on my phone, then on the computer, I got to reset everything and log back in. You guys got me to 40 thumbs ups yet? On YouTube? You guys got me there? I want to do a package giveaway. You guys got us there yet? Get us to 40 thumbs ups on TikTok so we can do our first promo. I should make it 50 for you guys, but I'm in a generous mood. So let's run it up. Let's get some money, or not money. Yeah, it's basically giving money away when you win again. All right, diving into college football. Let's take a look at that first game. We get 2 games today, a 7 p.m. Eastern and an 8 p.m. Eastern time game. We're going to take a look at the Running Rebels in Kansas. Shapendi, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. If you were on my personal plays yesterday, y'all had a great day. And if you're not on it today, you're not going to have a great day, because we're going to have a great day. We're going to have a great day today on my personal plays. That is for sure. Premium plays. Don't forget that soccer game of the week. You have until 3 p.m. Eastern time to get on board for that one. 3 Eastern is the cutoff for the soccer game of the week, or 2:45 Eastern time it might be. I'm not sure. One of those two. Be on by 2:45 and you'll be good to go. Does come with the big guarantee, just like all the the games of the weeks and the guaranteed plays. No different. Guaranteed to win, or you get the next one free. So the soccer guys will take care of you. They always do. So after having a couple days off of soccer, they are back at it and they are ready to hammer the books today. And remember, the soccer game of the week is part of the guaranteed play weekend package, $150 package, which would get you the soccer game of the week today. It will get you tomorrow's guaranteed Saturday, tomorrow's UFC Max Fight Pick, UFC Max Fight Pick parlay as well tomorrow, the Sunday NFL guaranteed play, and then next week you would get my game of the week included in that package. So smoking deal. If you're looking for a package, that is an absolute smoking deal. Tar Heel Tim in the house is 36. Let's go. Running Rebels, Kansas. Kansas laying 9.5 minus 106 plus 9.5 for the Running Rebels, who are a plus 265 underdog on the road. Total sitting at 57.5. Running Rebels 2-0 to start the year. 2-0 to start the year. Remember, they beat down Houston 27-7. Then they got Utah Tech last week. Utah Tech didn't throw no mercy rule, and they got beat down 72-14. But today, UNLV gets a challenge. The Mountain West is getting a Big 12 matchup today, and it's going to be a good one. Kansas, on the other hand, they are coming off that 23-17 loss to the Fighting Illini last week. Before that, they played old Lindenwood University, the old Lions of Lindenwood University. Might as well play a high school team. They beat them 48-3. The Kansas Jayhawks only put up 48 points against Lindenwood University. This should be a good matchup. Ronald says, man, all the deals you have listed are smoking deals. They really are. Fenderbender says, man, FanDuel and DraftKings doing the line movements on your slip is bullshit. That's why you got to make sure you don't check automatically approve. Make sure you always review, because they will absolutely flip one on you. But yeah, Ronald, we got some great deals going for everybody. I mean, hell, UFC, everybody, just so you know, both UFC and Bellator, the fight card, the full fight cards that we give away, you know, with those juicy write-ups and all the leans and stayaways, are $5. The UFC, I mean, these guys said, hey, we want everybody on the UFC this weekend. How can we do that? Jay said, sell it for $5. You're basically giving it away for free. So they're like, no, fuck that. And he's like, seriously, you want everybody to be on it, sell it for $5. It's basically giving it away. You're basically giving it away for free. So if you're a sports bettor and you want to, I mean, you don't got to, it's like soccer today. I don't like fucking soccer. I don't like soccer. I've told you guys that. Don't like it. Maybe World Cup, like when, you know, stuff's on the line, it's fun to watch, when there's some excitement. But I'm not a fan of it. Just not a fan of soccer. And I don't have to be a fan to bet it. I like making money. It don't matter if you guys aren't a fan of, you know, MMA in general. If you like making money, you get on board. Put the bets in, go about your day on a Saturday, come back when it's all said and done and make some money. That's how it works. Jesus, this camera angle me no like. Is that the side one? You'll like it when the board's up. You'll like it. I am probably going to hang the big board later today, assuming I can get some help. I'm not a fan of that one either. Shows my fat side. Ryan Carter, glad to have you on board for the UFC as well. I see you just jumped on board the UFC as I spoke about it. Mr. Brewer, glad to have you back on board for another winning day of personal plays. Alrighty. More on this one. Tarl Tim says, plenty of people in here, no reason we shouldn't be at 40. Definitely should be well over 40 by now. Brian, when will the UFC be posted? Later on this evening. Later on this evening it'll be posted. Chef Bear says, what deals did I miss practicing? UFC, Bellator, the fight cards are $5. Soccer, if you're not on the soccer game of the week. A lot of you guys don't know, but they do on the website. You guys are buying my personal place for $10 for the day, right? You can buy a package. Get this. You can buy a package. For instance, with all of my personal plays, including every one of my game of the weeks. It's on the website. It's been on there. It's $900. That runs until the end of the Super Bowl. That package runs all the way through the Super Bowl. It ends up being like $5.80 a day, and you get my game of the weeks. Then they have another one where you can do that with premium plays and guaranteed Saturday, and then you can add on the Sunday plays for $500 until the end of the Super Bowl, which end up being like $8 a day, which is cheaper than buying it $10 at a day. So there's actually some smoking deals. You just got to look for them on the site. Cam Wynn, glad to have you on board. I see you jumped on board Premium Plays. You're brand new to our website, Cam, so glad to have you on board. Any questions, you got to reach out. We're not going to be hammering and bugging you. Glad to have you on board. Brian, no problem. Chef Bayer, no problem. Jesus says, hit the thumbs up button. I want to give you guys away. I want to do a giveaway for free packages. All right, let's get back to the Kansas game because we're not going to be live forever today, and we're just, doing what we do best with the barbershop. Kansas should be able to get through UNLV. Should. They should be able to get through UNLV. UNLV starting fast this year, 2-0. Big 12 matchup against the Mountain West. I think UNLV hangs in for the first quarter. I think they hang in for the first half. And then towards that third quarter, halfway through the third quarter is when I see Kansas pulling away. That's when I see Kansas pulling away. Obviously, they played a tough matchup in Illinois. But I see Kansas not having a massive blowout, but I see them pulling away later on in that game. As far as the next game between Arizona and Kansas State, this is the matchup of the evening for me. Of both games, this is the matchup. Kansas, UNLV, Arizona and Kansas State, this should be a good matchup. Big 12 conference play right here. How is Arizona going to handle Big 12 conference play against Kansas State? Arizona survived NAU, which, by the way, if this was basketball, NAU always gives Arizona a run for their money. They play up in Flagstaff, higher elevation. But they struggled. They put up 22 measly points against NAU. Beat them 22-10. They beat New Mexico. They beat the Lobos in week 1, 61-39. Which is what should have happened. Today they get Kansas State, and then they get a week off, and then they come back, and they get the Utah Utes in Utah before they get Texas Tech at home. Arizona's schedule goes Kansas State on the road against Utah, at home against Texas Tech, traveling to BYU. They get the Sanders and Colorado at home. Then they get West Virginia, bringing West Virginia all the way out to Arizona, to the West Coast. Then they're going to go to South Florida, or then they're going to go to Central Florida and play UCF. Then they'll get Houston at home. They're going to travel to TCU, and then they're going to end their season against ASU. Right here. In Tempe. I don't see Arizona having a good ride the rest of the season. Unless they're legit, and I'm just not sold on them, especially after their outing last week. By far, no way sold on Arizona. Kansas State, on the other hand, they're 2-0. Who have they played, you ask? Well, they played Tennessee Martin, beat them 41-6. No biggie there. We knew that was going to happen. Then they played Tulane, and they beat them by 7, 34-27. They were laying 9.5 on the road against Tulane. They beat them by 7. Not the best showing there. They got the job done against a tough Tulane team on the road. And you remember, they were down at the half 20-10. Kansas State was down 20-10 at the half. And after the half, they came back and they outscored them. They blanked them 10-0 in the third quarter and then 14-7. They outscored them 24-7 the second half to beat them. Total on that one was 46.5. To the moon that one went. Kansas State, on the other hand, after this, they get BYU, then Oklahoma State. Then they'll travel to put the beat down on the Sanders boys in Colorado. Gennaro, happy Friday, man. Happy Friday. This is going to be the game of the evening right here. Can Kansas State pull it off? Line on this one, Kansas State laying 6.5, minus 120. That line should be at 7, but the books have been taking some money. So all they did was adjust the number by a half and increase the juice. It's minus 102 plus 6.5 for Arizona. Arizona's a plus 198 money line favorite. Total's up a half a point to 60.5, minus $1.15. And like I said earlier, I have a feeling before we get off the live show, you guys will be telling me, man, it's 61. And before kickoff, that total will probably be 62. If you watch the daily free play, you know what I'm on. General, how are we looking for today? Fantastic. Looking great for today. Looking great for today. So if you're not on board, you better go get on board, because today is going to be a massive day. And we have the soccer game of the week, which you need to be signed up by 2:45 Eastern time for, if you're not already on it. Soccer is going to be fantastic today. I don't even like fucking soccer. That's the best part about it, is I don't like soccer. And I'm going to cash a nice ticket. I'm going to cash a nice ticket. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep, we are. We are. Have a bunch of profit boosts that I'm able to use on FanDuel on some stuff. Good to know. Danny Daniels tuning in on TikTok. What's up, Danny? By the way, if you're not on my personal plays, you better go get on them. And if you're on them, you already got them. 1 second, folks. All right. Had to read an email from a lawyer. Alex says, love today's sweep card. That's what we're calling it, the sweep card. We're jumping right back to a sweep today. Jumping right back to a sweep today. If you're tuning in on TikTok, you guys better be smashing that little heart, tapping the screen, running up the likes, hitting the repost button, share our live for us. If you're on YouTube, get off your butts and hit that thumbs up button. That way I can give you guys packages away. I see you guys are already at 44, so we're going to run one here in, 7 minutes. As soon as we get done with this breakdown at the 10-minute mark. TikTokers, if you want to participate and have a chance to win a free package for today on our website, no cost to you, you need to go watch our YouTube feed in 7 minutes. We're going to be giving away packages to our website. And you got to be over there to participate. So it's coming down now. In 7 minutes, you guys will have an opportunity. But YouTube, don't stop. Don't stop at 44. Get us to 50, we'll do another giveaway. Give us to 60, we'll do another giveaway after that. Who dat Bob gives a thumbs up. Thank you, man. We appreciate it. All right, Arizona, Kansas State. I am not on either side of this play. I am not on either side of this play yet. But we're going to be. I would love to say take Arizona, I mean, I'm in the Arizona State. They play here. I'd love to see them do good. I just don't think Arizona has the size and the talent to match what comes out of Kansas State. Love their coach. Love what's coming out of Arizona. I just don't think they have it. After watching them play against NAU, and that was a disaster. That was a straight disaster. Rich the Gamer, thank you. Thank you for the gift on TikTok. Thanks for lighting the lightning bolt as well as the roses. Thank you. I just don't think Arizona can compete with them. I mean, I really do like what's coming out of their program. Love their coach. I just don't think they can match up size-wise, speed-wise, or talent-wise with Kansas State. The fact that we can still get Kansas State minus 6.5 and it's minus $1.20, I think is a great buy. The books are going to try and keep it at even money, so they're going to try and get some money on Kansas State. Then they're going to move it back to 7 and force you to bet, Arizona getting 7. That's all they're trying to do. They're just trying to keep their 50-50, and they're going to make their 10 or 20% vig, depending on which side you bet it on when they have the number there, right? That's what their goal is going to be. And I see this one. I see Kansas State winning. I see Kansas State winning by more than a touchdown. I think Arizona will hold it close in the beginning, much like the UNLV and Kansas game. But I don't think Arizona can hang on and stop Kansas State. I just don't. I don't think they're going to be able to stop Giddens and Edwards. I mean, Edwards only had 4 carries last week for 54 yards for Kansas State against Tulane. I mean, their quarterback ran for 40 yards on 8 attempts. Avery, I like that kid. He's got a good last name. Avery Johnson. He completed 15 of 23 passes, 181 yards in the air, 2 passing touchdowns. He ran the ball 8 times for 40 yards as well. They only had 1 touchdown on the ground in their win, right? Yeah, 1 touchdown on the ground. Edwards got it. It was one of his 4 carries. I don't think it'll come down to a field goal for us to cover. Good thing, because Tennant, their kicker, is what, 2 of 3 last year, or last week, excuse me. Their defense, the Kansas State defense. Remember, late in that 4th quarter, they got that defensive fumble. They returned for a touchdown. Mr. Grover, I got your text message. You're very welcome. We are on fire, and we're going to keep it rolling. Hughes was able to move the ball around on the ground for Tulane against Kansas State. I mean, and you look what he did. He had 21 carries against the Kansas State defense. He did have a 39-yard run mixed in there. But you take that out, he still had 90 yards for 20 carries. Roughly. 99 yards for 20 carries, right? He gave up some yardage, to the running backs out of the backfield. He had plenty of catch and runs there that Kansas State should be able to limit from Arizona. So what can the Wildcats do against the other Cats? And I'm telling you, that Arizona offense struggled last week. I thought Noah Fifta was going to, be able to light it up last week. He didn't. He had 173 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He completed 18 of 26 passes. He was not effective on his feet either. He went, negative 12 yards on 3 QB carries. He was sacked twice. I mean, and this is after he put up 422 passing yards against New Mexico. And then he gets a little NAU team, and he puts up 173. I am not sold on him at all. Conley had 17 carries for 112 yards. He had a 58-yarder. Riscano had a 56-yard run as well. I don't think they're going to have those big runs against Kansas State today. I don't think that Kansas State front line is going to allow them, or that defensive line is going to allow them to be able to get open and break away. Kansas State going to make a tackle. Breaking news, Renaud had his, so a lot of you guys had your bets voided at FanDuel or other books on the Southern Alabama total. You guys got screwed because Northwestern State's coach threw in the fucking white towel. They waived the mercy rule after getting beat down 87-10. And a lot of books chicken shitted their way out of it and canceled bets because it wasn't a completed game. Renaud contacted FanDuel's customer support as mentioned in the chat. and he just made a comment. Guess what? Just received an email that the payout will be reviewed and should be in my account very soon. So good deal, Ronald. FanDuel's stand-up company, and everybody should get paid on that one. Everybody. But these backs for Arizona, they're going to try. They are absolutely going to try, and if they're going to have any success at all, they're going to have to try and establish a run against Kansas State. That way, Fifita is able to somehow get a ball down the field against this defense. He was not able to against NAU last weekend. I mean, Conley, their running back, was their leading receiver of the game. He had 5 receptions for 38 yards. When your back leads the team in receptions, and he ain't Christian McCaffrey, you're in trouble. Patterson had 3 for 32 yards last week. Did have a touchdown, though. He did have a touchdown. Unless Arizona can turn it around magically offensively, they're in big trouble. They're in big trouble. I like Kansas State laying the 6.5, and that's what I'm going to be betting. Yeah, the juice is minus 120. I don't care about the juice. Juice only matters if you lose, and minus 120 is nothing. That ain't nothing. I just put it in the comment section on YouTube. Free play alert. Kansas State laying 6.5. Kansas State minus 6.5, minus 120. Kansas State, can't say it enough. All right, we're 4 minutes past that mark. If you're on TikTok, you better get, I'm giving you guys 1 minute to get to YouTube, and we're going to be giving a package away for our website, 100% free of charge, no purchase necessary. So you got 1 minute to get over there. Go to YouTube, type in Cappers Direct. Chef Bear says, Fanatics paid me. I am on FanDuel, and I got paid out early. Xavier Wilson, thanks for jumping on board my personal plays today. Casey Nevarez, back with premium plays today. Gennaro as well on premium plays. Glad to have both of you on board. Chef Bear on board for another winning day on my personal plays. Bradley Johnson, glad to have you on board for my personal plays as well. Chris Porter, glad to have you on board for premium plays today. Gennaro, I know you got my personal plays as well, so thank you as well. It is going to be a monster day. Remember, you can get my personal plays or premium plays, $10 for the day. And here's the cool thing, no upsells, no games, no gimmicks, none of that shenanigans. None of those shenanigans, all right? Somebody asked, the real BA asked, thoughts on UFC tomorrow. It looks like some interesting fights. UFC is going to be awesome tomorrow. UFC is going to be awesome tomorrow. Rich the Gamer from, oh, there we go. There we go. That's what you're supposed to do. When you move from one and you come on over, you're supposed to drop the comment, let us know where you came from. Now you're in the right place. Rich, make sure you hit the subscribe button here on YouTube as well. We've always been streaming on YouTube. TikTok is just new to the, a new addition. Chef says, got to finish rolling this blunt. Jalen says, you got about 45 seconds, Chef, if you want to catch this giveaway. We got time. I lost my train of thought now. You got me sidetracked. Oh, UFC. Yeah, UFC and Bellator are going to be awesome this week. If you guys did not hear the news, UFC fight card is on sale from our guys doing the UFC. $5. No joke. $5 for the full fight card. You get the write-ups, those juicy leans. Last week, they put in a plus. They had a lean on a plus 350 by submission that hit. The UFC has been awesome. Bellator as well. The full fight card, $5. $5 for the fight cards a piece. They want. I guess they asked Jay. They said, Jay. They told Jay, hey man, Jay, we want everybody on this. How can we do it? And Jay was like, give it away for practically free. And that makes it so guys that don't even like MMA can just go buy it, bet it, and make some easy money. So I'll be watching the UFC tomorrow, as well as college football. And by the way, guaranteed Saturday tomorrow, you guys are absolutely going to love. Guaranteed Saturday tomorrow, you guys are going to love, and that will be on the website later on today. Probably in a little bit. June Gonzalez says Kansas State over the total. I like it. If you watch Daily Free Play video, then you would know. All right, so got to get things ready here. What number would you guys like me to put down? Nope, don't put it in the comment section or else we'll DQ you. All right, we're going to be doing our first of many giveaways. And by the way, if you haven't already done so, hit that thumbs up button on YouTube. We're doing our first giveaway. Get us higher. Get us to 50. We'll do another one. Get us to 60. We'll do another one. Get us to 70. We'll do another giveaway. All right, you guys are already at 50, so you guys are getting 2. So do us a favor. Keep hitting it. If you haven't already hit it, you can only hit it once, all right? So bump it up to 60. That way you guys get another one on top of that. I'm in the giving mood. Renaud says, people listen, family. If you didn't get paid by FanDuel, they will pay. A closed mouth doesn't get fed. Exactly. That's all it is. And they probably did it, Renaud, to half of you guys. Because, I mean, I got paid. I think Aaron said he got paid. So if you're not getting paid, you need to say something. That way you can get paid. And that's all it is. All right, you guys know the deal. Mauricio rule in full effect. What is that for our new players? You're going to be guessing a number, all right? Only one number per enter button. You can guess as many as you want. And it's the first one that happens to appear on my screen right there. All right, not your screen, my screen. Why? Because you guys are delayed 21 seconds. All right, you guys are delayed 21 seconds on YouTube. My screen is in real time. All right, so I'm going to play some music. You guys start guessing. First one to guess 0 to 100 is going to win a package for today. Ready, set, and go. I'm going to mute you guys. And I'm going to talk to my friends over on TikTok. We have a winner. We have a winner. We have a winner. You now may stop guessing. They ran it up. We have a winner, by the way. Congrats, 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 congrats to the first person that guessed number 17 correctly. Miss Cheryl Taylor, you are the first winner. I know you do have an account on our website because I was just pulling it up and saw that you had it. You were on my personal plays on September 1st. And you've got my personal plays on September 13th. So log into your account, Cheryl. You've already got them in your account. You're now locked, loaded, and ready to go. And don't worry, folks. We're not done yet. We'll be doing another giveaway shortly because you guys already got us to the 50 mark. So if you're on TikTok and you want to participate, you'll have an opportunity as well. So come on over. Let us know when you get here. And if you guys want to just keep banking giveaways, just keep hitting that thumbs up button if you haven't. You guys are at 51 now. You guys got one giveaway coming. Get us to 60. We'll do another giveaway. Chef Bear said, I had a commercial and YouTube told me to take a break from typing. That's funny. Yeah, YouTube thinking you guys are spamming. You guys are a bunch of spammers. Nah, we encourage it. By the way, you guys got the chat rate up to 269. Yesterday, you guys were higher. You guys got it to 301 yesterday, which was insane. I could barely. Luckily, I saw it fast when you guys got that chat rate up to 301 yesterday, because after that, it was like, I'm just going to have to make up a liar. I'm just going to have to make one up and lie, hope and pray. But no, I saw it quick, and then it was just like, it went from like 40 to 300. Who that Bob said it told me the same thing. All right, I won't let it go as long. That way you guys don't get spam notices. Jalen says the chat rate went from 0 to 300. Chat rate's always around 3 to 5. I think today it's been 3 to 5, right around there. So it's definitely a big influx in the chat. You know, for how many people that we don't have here, it's definitely a huge chat rate. So they're like, yeah, that's a spam. But no, you guys aren't. It's legit. All right, so if you missed it, free play. Kansas State laying the 6.5. So if you guys did not bet it, you need to. Okay? You got plenty of time. That game don't... I think they're going to keep that line between 7 and 6.5. Is 7 safe? 7's safe. But, I mean, obviously, I'd rather lay 10 cents more and get it at 6.5 in case they only win by a touchdown. But I think Kansas State should absolutely demolish Arizona today. And if you're coming over from Tiki-Talkie to YouTube, post in the comment section. Let us know that you came over. Love giving away stuff. Love giving away stuff. So we'll do another giveaway here in just a few minutes. Already gave you guys a free play and a giveaway. But I want to do more giveaways. Who dat Bob is on the personal plays for today. Bobby, glad to have you back on board for my personal plays today. Gary Me Right, glad to have you on board. Premium plays as well as my personal plays. Marlon, I see you got the Guaranteed Play Weekend Package. Good on you. You get the soccer game of the week today. Tomorrow you get Guaranteed Saturday. Tomorrow you get the UFC Max Fight Pick, the UFC Max Fight Pick Parlay. And then on Sunday you get the big Sunday NFL Guaranteed Play. And then next week you'll get my game of the week as part of that package. Hell of a deal there. Smoking deal if you actually ask me. Yeah, Jalen, now the chat rate is at 0 because you guys are all banned from chatting because TikTok, or not TikTok, YouTube just flagged y'all. So we'll give you guys a few minutes for your accounts to recover. I used to like it when we did trivia until you guys all started cheating and using Google. Free play is on Kansas State -6.5. Alex says it's a smoking deal. I'm on it. I haven't bet it yet. I'm going to. I will bet it. I'm going to watch that line and see what it does. I have a feeling there's going to be a couple big bets on Arizona come in, and it might push the number down just a little bit. Chef Bear says the YouTube police out in full effect. So, but I'll monitor the line. If I see it going in the other direction, I will jump on it before it changes. So we'll let some of y'all's account on YouTube refresh. You guys might need to sign out and then sign back, or close the show and then log back in. Yes, Kansas State, because both Kansases play today. Don't fuck that one up. Don't be messing that one up. And for everybody that doesn't know, UFC today, this weekend, $5 for UFC or $5 for Bellator. They just want you guys all to be on it. Thomas, what's going on, man? Good morning or good afternoon. All right. Shifting gear to baseball. If you guys are just tuning in, we did give away Kansas State laying 6.5. Thomas, any good news? Kansas State laying 6.5. Any good news? Game of the week winner yesterday. Game of the week winner yesterday on ASU. I think we were probably the only group on ASU yesterday as everybody was rolling with Texas State. Man, the shit that I heard and the shit that I read. Kansas State playoffs this. Kansas State playoffs that. Kansas State this. Arizona State can't do this. Arizona State can't win. You got to scroll down below that. You got to go to below the green boxes and you'll see it. It says UFC one-day sale, $5. Woo! It was awesome. Texas State is going to do this. Texas State is making the playoffs after they beat ASU at home. Not ASU at home, Texas State at home. No way ASU opens up 3-0 on the year. Blah, 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 blah. ASU can't travel. They can't win on the road. Texas State, if they beat them, they're going into the playoffs. It's week flipping 3 and you're talking about making the playoffs, Texas State? Aaron Gore about Keon Coleman. I have no clue. I have no clue what went down there. I mean, did he even play a snap? I mean, there's headlines on him. Thomas might plays up. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, plays are up. Greg Engel says we were the only ones on it. All right, so this is what was put out on Keon Coleman, blanked in Thursday's win. Coleman didn't catch his only target in Thursday's 31-10 win over the Dolphins. Coleman took a step back after posting a team-leading 51 receiving yards in his NFL debut, but his lack of involvement can be attributed in large part to game flow. Buffalo's defense and the ground game dominated. So Khalil Shakir, 5 catches for 54 yards, and Dalton Kincaid, 4 catches for 33 yards, were the only Bills to catch multiple passes. Coleman, whom the Bills selected 33rd and overall in the 2024 NFL Draft, would likely benefit if the team employs a more pass-heavy approach in Week 3. So there we go. He was targeted one time and he didn't catch it. I didn't even see that he was targeted. I must have missed that one. I must have stepped away for that one. But yeah. You know, when they were up big 24-0 in the first half, or 24-10 in the first half, it was like, if this game gets another touchdown out of hand, they're just going to run the ball and any prop bet that you took is going to be in jeopardy. We needed Miami to keep pace, and obviously they couldn't. If you sign up today for the UFC, we get picks tomorrow. You'll actually have access through tomorrow, but the plays will be out tonight or later on this afternoon whenever they post them. So if you purchase it now, you'll still have access to it. We won't take the access away from you. We will not take it away from you. But yeah, that's what happens in blowout sometimes, you know. All right, shifting gear to baseball. Shifting gear to baseball. Let's take a look. Jalen says I was an action junkie and took James Cook over 3.5 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. Right? I mean, you would have thought you'd get some carries, but no. I'm going to play this message for everybody, including Jalen. It's just as a joke, but remember, always wager responsibly. And this message is brought to you by DGS. Do you have a gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT-STEP to 53342. This message is sponsored by DGS, the Degenerative Gambling Society, a.k.a. Cat Nation Live. We will always promote responsible gaming. That one was for you, Jalen. All love, no hate. All love, no hate. Trust me, we're all guilty of it. We're all guilty of it from time to time. All right, let's move the odds from college football to Major League Baseball. Nothing early today, and that's a shame. Jesus said it in the very beginning of the chat, said Major League Baseball should have to have early baseball every day. Man, I agree. We need day games. Jaden's a definitely degenerate bet, right? We need day baseball games. Like, where's our daytime games? Come on, baseball. Come on, baseball. Don't make us wait until 6:40 Eastern time, 3:40 Pacific. Mets, Phillies, going at it. Nola against Quintana. Mets have been hot. Mets have been hot. Phillies are hot. Phillies are what? 8-2 in their last 10. Phillies getting warm. Phillies trying to close out the season. On top, Jalen says, yeah, we need a bridge for when football hasn't kicked off yet. I agree. Phillies have won 3 straight, 8-2 in their last 10. Just got through beating Tampa Bay. The Mets finally bounced back with a win against Toronto on Wednesday. They're 6 and, not 6-2. They won 6-2. They're 8-2 in their last 10. Little battle of the NL East here. First and second in the NL East. Bobby, who dat Bob, thanks for jumping on board the UFC. Costas as well, thanks for jumping on board the UFC. Those guys will appreciate it. Anthony says Philly all day, and I am in full agreement. I am in full agreement. I mean, just pitcher matchup alone. Take everything out of the equation. Take the fact that Harper can't hit a home run. Take the fact that Harper cannot hit a home run. Now, I see Schwaber showing up on an injury list. It says he's day-to-day with a sore elbow. I have not seen a roster released for today yet. He did not play in their last game. He was scratched. He got rest. He's listed as day-to-day. I have not seen if he's going to play today. I suspect he probably will. If he's not back today, it'll be tomorrow. But, I mean, I would still take the Phillies even if he's not there. Harper and the Phillies know that they got to take the remainder serious. It ain't over yet. I mean, the last time, Harper, what a slump. The last time he hit a home run was back on August 9th. The longest stretch of his career without a home run. I would like it more if Schwaber's in. Wait and see. But pitcher matchup alone, Aaron Nola. You guys know me. We're a Nola fan over here. We like betting on him. We faded him a few times at the right time. He did get roughed up in his last outing against the Marlins. Gave up 5 runs on 9 hits. Gave up 2 home runs. Only fanned 5 batters. Walked 2. Walked 2. Anthony, thanks for jumping on board the UFC as well. They don't have many starting opportunities before the end of the season, before the playoffs. Key pitchers like Nola are definitely going to be trying to tune it up and get back on track, rolling into the playoffs hot. Nola don't want to go into the playoffs giving up 5 runs on 9 hits. So look for greatness out of some of these pitchers. Mets moving on up. National League wild card. Mets overtook the Braves. Braves sitting 1 spot out. Braves 1 game back. Here's how it looks right now. Phillies are in. Dodgers are in. Brewers are in as the National League leaders, right? In the wild card spot, Diamondbacks, Padres, and the Mets. First team back, first team out is the Braves right now, who have the Dodgers. The Braves have a 3-game homestand against the Dodgers, and they're sitting on the outside of the wild card bubble. Anything can happen in these last 14, 15 games that these teams got. Phillies have a nice lead over the Mets. They've got 8 games on the Mets. 9 games on the Braves. Mets in a must-win situation. Braves in a must-win situation. The Phillies, they've got some games they could piss off. But they know if you piss off a couple and you do it too much, it's going to be bad. Chef Bayer says the NL East could get interesting. Mets against the Phillies? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, kind of feel bad for the Braves sitting in this spot. They get the Dodgers, which we all know the Dodgers are beatable. The Dodgers are beatable. The Dodgers bullpen is just absolutely horrendous trash. And after this 4-game, they get a 4-game series against the Dodgers because they play the Dodgers on Monday as well. They'll get 3 games against the Reds, 3 games against the Marlins. Then they'll get the Mets for 3 games, which are going to be 3 must-win games at home against the Mets. And then they're going to get the Royals at home to end their season. Take a look at the Mets and what they're looking at. They get 3 games on the road against the Philadelphia Phillies, who are sitting atop the National League East. The Mets don't have it easy. They get 3 games Philly. Then they're going to come home for a 6-game homestand, 3 against the Nationals. There you go. Mets should be able to, deal with the Nationals. And then they're going to get the Phillies again at home. They're not done there yet. Then they're going to get Atlanta in Atlanta for 3 games. And then they end 3 games on the road. It's actually a 6-game road series, 6-game road series to end 3 games apiece. And they're going to end in Milwaukee. If the Mets make the playoffs, holy shit, they deserve it. If the Mets sneak into a playoff spot, they are going to absolutely earn it. They've got 3, 6, 10, 16 games remaining. 6 of them are against the NL East leading Philadelphia Phillies. 3 are against the Phillies that are right behind them. Brewers only got a couple game lead anyways. Cheryl, you're very welcome. The wild card race is wide open. The NL East is wide open. Looking at the Phillies, they get 3 against the Mets. Then they get 3 against the Brewers. Then they're going to get a 4-game series in New York again against the Mets. Then they're going to get a 3-game series against the Cubs. And then they get 3 games against the Nationals to end. The NL East is wide open, even though they've got an 8-game lead against the Mets that just slipped into the wild card spot. NL East is going to be great. It's like playoff matchup, playoff baseball every day from here on out, even though we're not on the playoffs yet. DeSasso Jones, I'm getting on board for the personal plays, money making Kyle. Thank you. Whenever you're ready, we are here. We are here. We're not going anywhere. My personal plays are here every day. Parlay says, I like the over in the Dodger game. All right, so to me, Phillies are bust. Phillies are bust. And I'm an Atlanta Braves fan, so I'm rooting for the Phillies. I need the Mets to lose and the Braves to win. I think the Braves are live every time they play the Dodgers anyways, but I like that matchup. We'll talk about that in a minute. But to me, Phillies. I like the Phillies. I'll probably have a small wager on the Phillies. I'll probably put a couple $100 on the Phillies to win today. Nothing crazy. Not a big personal play or premium play. But I'll probably have a little action on the Phillies. I think the Phillies get the job done. Today. Marlins and the Nationals. Both of these teams can be playing spoiler down the stretch, especially the Nationals in the NL East. Nationals are laying $1.45 on the money line. We hammered the over yesterday. Total on this one sitting at 8. Total is sitting at 8 today. I like the over in this game. If I was going to do anything on this game, it would be the over. Chef Bear says one of the best flipping times of the year. Man, playoff baseball where every pitch counts, right? I mean, every pitch is scrutinized. Playoff baseball is great. Ronald says, I have NOLA 6.5 Ks, hers 5.5 Ks, and C 6.5 Ks plus 520, 200 to win 1,040. I like it. Like the over in the Nationals game. All right, let's do another giveaway. You guys got us to 52. If you get me to 60 before we get off, we'll do another one. Let's do another giveaway. Your account should have resetted by now. DeSasso Jones, no cheating. We haven't started yet. Here's what we're going to do. First one on my screen, you guys know the rules. 0 to 100, ready, set, and go. Let's get it. Good luck, everybody. We have a winner. We have a winner. We have a winner. We have a winner. Congratulations, Jalen. You were the first one that guessed 37 correctly. Nice try guessing 17 and 71, folks. I knew you were going to, so I made sure it was different. Jalen, congratulations. I know you already have my personal plays for today. And you have premium plays, and you're already on the soccer game of the week. So just taking a look at your account, I see you're not on the UFC for tomorrow, so I just got UFC in your account. So Jalen, I just added the UFC package to your account because I know you're already on board for premium plays today, my personal plays, and the soccer. So got you on that. Those plays will be posted later. We'll let the chat cool down a little bit, and then we'll run one more before we get off the live. Rolling back to baseball. And by the way, if you're not on board for the soccer game of the week, Jesus says coffee mug giveaway. Okay. The next one will be for some merch. If you're not on board for the soccer game of the week, now is your opportunity. Cutoff time is, I believe, 2:45 Eastern time, so basically 3 o'clock Eastern time. It's normally $100. It's on sale, $50 off. If you guys want the sales to continue, you got to support them. If you guys do, they'll keep them there. We'll be able to keep them there if you support them. So if you get on the soccer game of the week, it's $50. Comes with a huge guarantee to win, or you get the next one free. If you're not on board for my personal plays, Jesus says soccer game of the week is fire. If you're not on board for my personal plays or premium plays, you're going to be missing out. Only $10, which is a hell of a lot better than the 3 days for $99 they were on sale for. So I personally, we keep pushing for them just to keep it there. I don't know if they will. They raise them, but I'm pushing to keep them there. Damn, drank 3 of those of water this morning. Red Sox and the Yankees today. Schmidt against Hawk. Hawk to it. That should be a good matchup right there. Like the over. Just because the Yankees' bats can get hot against anybody. I like the Guardians today. Don't have a play on it, but you know. Man, it looks good. Guardians look juicy today. Dodgers and the Braves. Schwellenbach on the mound for the Braves, by the way. Going up against Knack for the Dodgers. Braves or bust. And they're only laying $1.10. You're going to get the Braves at home with Schwellenbach on the mound? Schwellenbach on the mound? I mean, I know he's coming off a loss and he gave up 2 home runs. That's the part that scared me. Y'all know the Dodgers can hit them long balls. Ohtani, Betts, Freeman, Teoscar Hernandez, Will Smith. Holy shit, what a lineup, right? If the Dodgers can figure out how to close out a game with their bullpen, nobody should be able to beat them. Theoretically, with the players that they have on their team, if the Dodgers bullpen could close out a damn game, the Dodgers would be unstoppable. But the Dodgers are doing Dodger things, and they don't even have Jensen anymore. Remember when Jensen used to blow all the games for the Dodgers? Jensen would always have his blow up. They don't even have to worry about Jensen fucking it up for them. They've got a whole bullpen to do it. Ronald says, Yankees, the ticket killers, although they have been winning. Yeah, Yankees have killed some tickets. Yankees have killed some perfect 3-0 days. Stiff today. Oh. Yankees have been killing some 3-0 days. I think the Yanks win today. I like the Braves and Schwellenbach, although he did give up 6 runs on, 10 hits in 5 innings against Toronto in his last outing. Again, Schwellenbach looking for a monster bounce back day today. Looking for a monster. Damn hernias. Oh, not feeling too good. Time to get off them feet. By the way, Schwellenbach's pitching prop is over 5.5 at plus 116. It's going to be a hard pass. It's going to be a hard pass just because the Dodgers hit the ball very well. And granted, Shohei could strike out 3 times, or Teoscar could strike out all 4 times today and, get you there. But it's just not worth it to me. Against a team that hits the ball and puts the bat on the ball as well as the Dodgers do, I'll stay off the Schwellenbach strikeout prop today. Anthony says, soccer game of the week, 1 hour and 5 minutes away. Yes, soccer game of the week, 1 hour and 5 minutes away. You still have time to get on board. But time is running out. Parlay says Yankees on the banned list, right? Yankees on the not betting list, but you know what? I think they get the job done. I think they get the job done today. All right, let's do it. Let's do a swag giveaway for a t-shirt and a mug. Now, we have all sizes, so you'll be in luck. You'll be in luck. The number has been selected. First one on my screen will win a swag package at your guys' request. Ready, set, go 0 to 100. First one to guess it correctly will win. Good luck. We have a winner. We have a winner. We have a winner. All right, folks, we have a winner. There is some controversy. There's going to be controversy, but hey, it wouldn't be Cap Nation family without controversy, so I think I need a sound effect for a boo, because some of you are all going to want to boo this one, but I'll play the clown horn. He asked for the giveaway. He asked to give away merchandise. And I want you to know I was fair, chat. I was trying to give away 2 sets. And I held off forever, and I said, all right, this guy, he hit it. I knew he was going to hit it based on his numbers, how he was guessing. Number 64 was it. And Jesus guessed 64 first. I said it live on TikTok. You guys were muted, and I was talking to TikTok. And I said, this guy's going to win. We're going to have a problem on our hands. And I said, he's going to win because I see where he's guessing. And I even told live on TikTok, I said, you know what? I'm going to give away 2. I'm going to wait until somebody else guesses 64. Now, one of y'all guessed 64. Except for Jesus. He guessed it a second time. I tried to give it away to somebody else as well. I was going to give away 2. One to him and whoever else guessed it. And then he was the second one. And he was the second one that entered the same number. I will be personally sending this out. I will be sending it. I'll make sure I get a different mug because I dropped this one. I don't want no burning coffee lawsuit. There's Chef Bear's guessing 64 now. Oh, man, I was like, we're going to have problems with this one, folks. Now here comes all the 64 guesses. But, hey, sorry. I said I'd give it, to the first 2 64s, and it was Jesus. So 64, 2 times divided by 2 is 1. So Cheryl, you missed a chance dealing with customers. It's okay. You already won one package today. But, oh no, that's not Cheryl. That's Sophia. But it's okay. We're going to do more giveaways. Les, what book site do I use? Bet Online. If you go to our website, click on the link from Bet Online. Right there. It'll take you right there. They'll give you a bonus. Bet Online is fair. They pay. Just go to our website and you'll see, scroll down and you'll see the link. Just click on that link. Average card collector watching on TikTok also. I even said the number on TikTok. I was like, shit, looking for number 64. Hey, Zeus, just text me. I have your address, but text me your address so I have it on my phone, and then what shirt size you want. They run big. Like, I pulled out a XX the other day, and that shit was baggy on me. Man, I'm getting fat. That XX was baggy on me. I mean, I think they're going to shrink. Hanes, tagless, 100% pre-shrunk, and that fucker was big. It was very flattering. I was like, damn, I could wear an XL. Joe Dirt says, I had 61, 62, 63, 65. Why'd you skip 64? Jesus was quick, though. He was in this, Jesus guessed 1771. And then he was at like 60, 61, 62, 63, and then it was 64. So that was fun. But don't worry, we're going to do more giveaways. We'll do more swag giveaways tomorrow. All right, chat. Kansas State lane 6.5. Don't forget it. And I'm telling you, I'm going to have a bet on the Phillies today. Not a big one. It's going to be a small little wager. But I will have a bet on the Phillies. Like the Phillies today, like the Yanks, like the Braves. But I'm going to have a big bet on the soccer game of the week. Jesus, well, you got it. You asked for it, you got it. That's one that he's not giving back to the chat, folks. That's one he's not giving back to the chat. He usually pays it forward because he's on the packages anyways and gives it back to the chat, but he didn't there. That's funny. Still got an hour or less than an hour. You got 55 minutes to get on board soccer game of the week. You have plenty of time to get on board my games today, my personal plays or premium plays. My first one's not till 6:40 Eastern time. Live show schedule over the weekend. Here is your live show schedule over the weekend. Jalen says, Cap Nation coffee mug got to look cool with that black and green. Yep. The Cap Nation. Get you a brand new one that didn't get dropped. Jesus says, get that soccer game of the week, guys. So live show scheduled tomorrow and Sunday, 10:30 Eastern time in the morning, 7:30 Pacific. Bright and early for us West Coasters tomorrow. Bright and early for us West Coasters. Gonna be a great time. We're gonna be making that money all weekend long, and the fun is today. So if you're not on board, go do it. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Going to get some stuff done. I'm going to see if I can get old Jay to help me because of the hernia. It literally popped out yesterday, and oh, it was so bad. Finally went in. I was trying to get it back. I couldn't get it back in. Not that you guys want to know, but it finally went in on its own, which was like instant relief. But I'm going to see if I can get Jay to help me hang the new board. That way we can get the new board up there and this pile of shit out. And please, always wager responsibly, no matter what you're doing. I don't care how sure of a for sure thing that it is. Wager responsibly. All right, wager responsibly. Aaron Gore says, good luck, everybody. right, folks. We'll see you guys first thing in the morning tomorrow. It's going to be fun. And can't wait. We'll do a bunch of giveaways. There'll be a lot more people probably on a Saturday. So we'll do a lot of giveaways. You guys pound that thumbs up button tomorrow. And we will keep giving away a bunch of stuff. So have a great day. Happy Friday. Please be responsible if you're out tonight or happy hour or whatever watching the games or just out enjoying yourself. No drinking, no driving. We need each and every single one of you guys here tomorrow.